And the season series between the Hawks and Panthers are over, as the Hawks lose tonight 5-4. This game was not that close, as the scoreboard may show. It was not that close in game-wise. The goals came late for the Hawks, and the Panthers were prowling early and taking chances and getting opportunities. The Hawks and Panthers were in a close scored game, but it wasn't close enough. The Hawks managed to try and force the comeback, but it wasn't enough. This game, it was the defense tonight that cost them the game, and how momentum was not able to be protected after gaining a comeback in this game. Why I'm saying that is this how the goals were coming by the Panthers. The momentum on the Hawks tonight was lackluster. They managed to gain momentum and lose it in a snap, basically. That's how this game went. The Hawks lose this thing 5-4. And a former Blackhawk had himself one of his best games in the season for himself, in my opinion, tonight for the Panthers. Look at the shots on net. This shows how this game was going. 17-14 in the first period in favor for the Panthers. 13-9 in favor for the Panthers in the second period. 12-12 in the third period. The bounce back was starting to come late in that third period. 42-35 total shots on net for each team in this game. That's unacceptable, letting 40 shots on net. Lakeinen was left out to dry on every one of the goals that went against him. One of them, honestly, he probably would have won back because it went through his 5-hole. He couldn't get his leg down to stop the 5-hole up, and it was a rough goal for him right there. Every other thing, it was just the Hawks defense just letting their foot off the gas. They were just caught off, and the Panthers just took advantage. Coach Q is the better coach, and that's why Coach Q being on the other team sucks. Coach Q is a better coach than Colleton. Flat out. You already know it. He won us 3 Stanley Cups. Colleton just could not outcoach one of the greatest coaches in NHL history. Face-off percentage for the game is 55.5% for the Panthers to the Hawks 44.5%. Face-off percentage has been an issue for the Hawks this entire season, and it continues tonight. That's an issue right there. If they want to learn how to produce, win at the dot. And, well, they aren't. That's their issue. This is a young team, yes, but the dot is a crucial point in the game that could win you a game or lose you a game. And that's what cost the Hawks to force a tie late in regulation. Power play. Panthers went 0-for-1 to the Hawks going 2-for-4. The Hawks managed getting their power play going tonight. They went 50% at the dot, the face-off, at the power play, I should say. That's actually impressive, knowing how bad the power play has been for the past month and a half, basically. Hits 27-31 in favor for the Hawks. Yeah, it shows the Hawks did not have the puck as much, and, well, it clearly showed. The first period, though, it was good back and forth hockey, good opportunities each side. So let's get to the goals of the game, shall we? Because there's a total of 9 goals on the night, and, well, the Hawks just couldn't prevail and force that overtime again like they did the other night. In the first period, by the former Blackhawk, it went to Anthony Duclair at 7:54 in the first period, his first of the ninth of the season, assisted by Sam Bennett, who's been just killing it for the Panthers since getting there, and Gustav Forsling to make it 1-0 Panthers. This goal by Duclair, he comes out of the box and gets the puck, goes up the rush, takes it around the net because I believe it was Kalynuk that kept him away from going in for a breakaway into the crease, and he has to go around the net. Kalynuk gets him to the boards, but Duclair breaks him and goes to the slot and shoots it past Laakkonen. Nothing Laakkonen could have done there. It was just the fact the Hawks, coming off the power play, let their opportunity off, and Duclair gets a goal after coming out of the box, and the Hawks are down by a goal. And that was the only goal scored in that period. But there were a lot of opportunities in that period where Laakkonen made a couple huge saves when needed to, and Sergei Bobrovsky made a few huge saves that could have gone through, and even Gaudette hit the posts. That first period, it was just back and forth hockey. The shots on net may have been in favor for the Panthers, and they started out in the way where it looked like the Panthers were going to just beat the Hawks in the grind for the first 5 minutes of the game because they were moving the puck well, getting their opportunities. The Hawks had 0 shots on net, and I believe until the 6-minute mark, they get a power play, shoot, get it on net, nothing happens. Duclair comes out and scores to make it 1-0 Panthers. So we go to the second period after that back and forth period where the Hawks get a few chances, but not until later in the period. Because in the second period at 2:30 in the second period, Gustav scores his third of the season. I believe that might be his first as a Panther. If I'm not mistaken. If you're a Panther fan, please correct me. Assisted by Limberg and Racco Gudis to make it 2-0 Panthers. This was the goal that Laakkonen probably would have wanted back. It was a goal that basically went 5-hole, where Gustav opened up the 5-hole and beats Laakkonen, making it a 2-0 game. Hawks get an opportunity on the power play, and with basically a second remaining on the power play, scored by number 5, Connor Murphy. His third of the season, assisted by number 20, Brent Connolly. And number 11, Adam Gaudette, to make it a 1-goal game. Murphy on the power play shoots, rifles one from the blue line, beating Bobrovsky, getting the Hawks some momentum. And then the momentum starts because 52 seconds later at 16-11 in the second period, scored by number 12, Alex DeBrincat. His 25th of the season, assisted by number 11, Adam Gaudette. And number 51, Ian Mitchell. Mitchell gets the puck in the defensive zone, sends Gaudette with the puck. Gaudette takes it up on a rush, and beautiful backhand pass over to DeBrincat in the slot, and the Cat gets an easy one for his 25th of the season past Bobrovsky. That's awesome to see. I believe the Cat moves up into third in the goal scoring race this season now with that goal tonight. So it's a 2-2 game. Do the Hawks keep their momentum? And they do not. At 19:53 in the second period, basically 7 seconds remaining in the second period, Alex Barkov scores his 25th of the season, assisted by Forsling and Duclair, to make it 3-2 Panthers. Yeah, the momentum died because we now have a game where we had it tied. We'd managed to come back and tie it and lose it because we let in another goal late in a period. I don't know how many times this has happened to the Hawks this season, where they've allowed a late goal in a period with seconds remaining. So we go to the third period down by a goal. Can the Hawks somehow build momentum, try and gain that momentum spark they had, tying it to start the second period and to start the third period? And that is a big no. Because 28 seconds into the third period, Anthony Duclair with his 10th of the season, second of the night, assisted by Barkov and Denisenko to make it a 4-2 game. The Panthers are not done scoring yet because at 59 seconds in the third period, Owen Tippett scores his 7th of the season, assisted by Sam Bennett, to make it a 5-2 Panthers game. Yeah, you're hearing me right. With the goal in the second period, with basically 7 seconds remaining, the Panthers take that, build momentum, go into the third period, put a goal up in 28 seconds into the third period, and then 59 seconds into the third period for their second in that period. That's a matter of 3 goals in a matter of 1 minute and 6 seconds of gameplay. Right there, that is unacceptable. That shows you don't just lost it. You got out Coach Colleton right there. It proved it. Coach Hume got his team back and going, taking that momentum of a late goal into the third period and builds on it. The Hawks drop. They fall apart after tying the game up, going with basically 4 minutes remaining in the second period. They fell apart when they allowed that Barkov goal in the second period, and then they let 2 more goals in the next minute and 6 seconds after that Barkov goal. Right there is unacceptable. Hawks fell apart there, and they looked dead and couldn't do anything. But at 12:28 in the third period, do the Hawks start a comeback? They try to, because scored by number 77, Kirby Dach, his second of the season, assisted by number 23, Philip Kurashev, and number 38, Brandon Hagel, to make it a 2-goal differential now. Docker gets a goal in the slot where it was a beautiful power play goal. Yes, that's the second power play goal of the night. Docker gets it over Bobrovsky, and the Hawks are trying to force that comeback. They keep momentum now. They start moving the puck well, keeping the offensive opportunities going, but they managed getting 1 extra goal, but couldn't get that third one. At 19:42 in the third period, scored by number 8, Dominic Kubalik, his 17th of the season, assisted by number 88, Patrick Kane, and number 12, Alex DeBrincat. Hawks pulled Lakeinen with basically 3 minutes remaining. Hawks were moving the puck well, getting an opportunity, but with 18 seconds left, Kane to Kubi, and Kubi beats Bobrovsky, and the Hawks are now within 1. And we need to win the faceoff. We need to win it with great opportunity after this goal from Kubalik. They don't, but they get control. With 7 seconds remaining in regulation time, a penalty is called on the Panthers. Hawks are going to the power play with a 6-on-4 attack with 7.8 remaining in regulation time. This is where you need to win at the dot. This is where you want to win it and take a chance and get your opportunity. Last second opportunity to tie it up. Strome goes at the dot for the power play, and he loses the draw. The puck goes into the corner, and the Hawks get one shot off and couldn't beat Bobrovsky and lose this thing 5-4 to the Panthers. It was an intense game, yeah, but it's a rough loss. It's another one to the young team trying to find their identity. So down in the comments down below, I want to hear what your thoughts were from tonight's action. And thank you for watching the broadcast. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I know you probably didn't enjoy the outcome. I sure did. I sure know I didn't. But most of all, let's go Hawks.